All right, welcome to the queue. We are here for Japan Turn 2 in a BBR 4 playtest. It's the first game of 2021 on YouTube for us. Well, for me anyway. Some others have played. But before I get to my purchase, jingle bells. Look at that. Santa Claus came in February. But don't worry, he also came in December. So I got plenty of stuff from HBG. All right, so there's your buy. That's not your buy, it's my buy. I had the 10 IPCs for the national objective. I didn't mention that at the end of the last video, for not being at war with the U.S. So I've got for 14 here, transport, artillery, infantry. For 13, tank, infantry, artillery, and then a factory. And that gets me to the $39 that I have to spend. And of course, there is the $4 for moving my tech up. So for combat, let's do the easy ones first. We got a sub coming over here. 1, 2, goodbye to the Commonwealth. And I got that right this time. Commonwealth transport, unprotected. And then the next move, we're going to grab 1 infantry from Kiangsi on the transport and take Borneo. Now, remember, it's reduced to 2, so Britain's only going to go down 2. That's good for them, I guess. But Japan, to make up for the lower cost, has a 3 IPC objective for having Borneo. So that'll be $5 total for Japan. All right, moving up the coast. Let me back it up a hair because we got planes coming off that carrier. We're going to have a battle in Hong Kong, Hunan, Hopei, and Suion. No? Wait a minute. I removed... All right, now I'm thinking. Yeah, I removed that battle. Sorry. So let's take those markers off. I was really a plane shy from what I wanted to do, and we can thank the Mongolians for reducing my Air Force. So, back to what I was getting to here. I got the 2 planes on the carrier. They have 2 movements left. I've got the bomber that has 5 movements left. Coming in, land-wise, excuse me, still coughing, artillery from Kiangsi and infantry, and Anhui and infantry. So the total battle is 2 infantry, artillery, fighter, tac, bomber. These 2 fighters are heading into Hong Kong with a movement of 3. This fighter and this tac, you know what? Now that I see that, that was my second battle up north. Yes. Wait a minute. Thinking about it. Or did I just want... Let's not be greedy. We're going to put these in there. I don't have a marker. Well, I hate that when you do something and then you change it and then you forget why you changed it. All right, so we'll know that they have 3 left. Let me see if I can grab one. It's gonna be, there's already enough to try and remember in this game, when you're doing it on a video. All right, so 3 left on the green, 2 on the white, and 5 on the bomber. All right, plus your 3 attackers on ground. These guys are staying put. Can you see that? Yes. All right, in Hopei, we've got 1 from Anhui and 1 from Charhar. And let me see, up north, we've got a fighter and tac coming from Manchuria with a movement of 1. So that's the attack there. And in Hong Kong, we have the 2 fighters, but we're also going to take an infantry artillery onto a transport and come down for that attack. Now I will throw in a battleship for bombardment. And, you know, yeah, that's good for now. I can move stuff here in a little bit for non-com. All right, so let's see. We got all our southern battles taken care of. Let's go up to Russia. All right, so up here, I've got from, I don't even want to say that, Mongolia, moving into central Mongolia. And remember, this is all one big territory worth 1 IPC. We also have this mech driving through the territory that I will remain nameless into there. So those two are a walk-on that territory. I have 1 infantry from Amur walking on to another territory that upside down I will not try and pronounce. And we have this artillery and infantry from Siberia into Saka. I can pronounce those. So that's a walk-on. All right, so the battle is, and you can see I've already pre-rolled the anti-aircraft guns so that we don't have to waste any video time with rolling anti-aircraft dice. So I've got from Manchuria, what do I got? Oh, magnets. Do you see how that magnet jumped them? All right, so I got 3 fighters, 2 tanks. From Korea, I got 2 more fighters. Let's put them all in a row here. And 2 more tanks. So that is a total of 5 fighters, 4 tanks from Amur. Coming in will be 6, 10 infantry at 1, infantry artillery at 2. But wait, there's more. I've got a tank in Korea that will go in there as well. All right, so that is the attack moves. Let me look and see. Get that one, get that out of the way. I got those. All right, I am ready to start rolling dice. We'll just start at the bottom and work our way up, I believe. Seems like the best plan. So Borneo's a walk-on. Let's do Hong Kong. All right, so we are gonna have a bombardment from the battleship. Oh, that's bad. Let's put it up. There you go. We're going to have infantry, artillery, 2 fighters. There are 2, counting 2 infantry. You're not going to be able to see that where I put that. So I'll move it back here just for now. For the roll, there are 2 infantry defending. So I need 2 hits, and I get 3. So let's defend. And let's defend badly. Nope, 1 hit. So 1 Japanese goes down in Hong Kong. So these 2 go away. The Japanese infantry goes away. And we will... Maybe I can just set this over here and put that tray in Russia. That's probably a better idea. Maybe move this up a little. There we go. Now, see that, it's going to need to be a little down. All right, so there, I think you can see it at the top of the screen there. Let's see if that tray fits in there. Move some Chinese. All right, so on the attack is 1 infantry at 1, infantry, artillery. I've got 2 fighters, 2 tanks. The bomber has 1 round, 2 at 2. So there, I guess I should have put that in the cup instead of 3. All right, so need 4 hits. This is for the battle in Hunan. 3 hits, so 2 cavalry die because they defend at 1, and 1 infantry. So that will be 2 at 1, 2 at 2. get 1 hit. So we'll lose 1 infantry. That leaves 1 to go. So I got 2 at 2, 2 at 4, 2 at 3. The bomber is done. That's what I needed on the first roll. All right, so there's 1 Chinese left, and he fails. All right, that's good, good, good. All right, the next battle, as you can barely see over the tray, 2 infantry, fighter and attack going into Hope, and there's 1 infantry left. So I'm going to roll that together. That'll be the Chinese, that'll be the 2 Japanese infantry, and then a 3-4 for the attack and fighter. And I got 2 hits, China gets none, so that's a wash there. All right, so the other battle I called off because of unfair practices by the Mongolians. The other battles up here north are a walk-on, so I guess it's the big battle here. Let me see where I can put this so we can kind of look at it all. All right, so set that on its side. Let's move this over here. Maybe we can get it all in the viewfinder there, which we sort of can. So Russian defense, like I said, here's the 6 anti-aircraft dice. Put that in there. So they've got 2 anti-aircraft guns and 12 infantry. Going up against Japan with 11 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 tank, 4 tacticals, and 5 fighters. So let's do our anti-aircraft roll. You gotta be kidding me. Man, I swear. And I want to swear. Oh, man, 2 fighters and attack right in the toilet. All right, doesn't matter what you do. There's been like 1,000 anti-aircraft rolls there in Britain and that whole European, and only 1 plane's gone down. All right, I digress. Let's move on with the attack. All right, what'd I say I had there? 10-2, or 10 ones. We'll roll that. I bet I don't get 3 hits with 10 of these. All right, here's my 1s on the infantry. Look at that. Good night. Oh, somebody spanked me. Oh, yeah, you already did. All right, so now we're down to infantry, artillery. We got a tank. We're down to 3 fighters and 3 tacticals. Man, this is not going well. Do I got the tank in there? Yeah, I do. All right, so there's 5. 2 artillery and 3 infantry. Boy, that is sad, sad, sad. No, 3 infantry. So that leaves 9 infantry left. All right, I do not have 12 green dice, so we'll roll 6 and 6. Of course, there's 3 hits. Good night. 5. Okay. All right, round 2. Thanks for playing. Thanks for asking, Joe. I appreciate when you ask me to play. It's always a good time. All right, let's think here. We're down to 5 ones, 2 2s. We got a tank. We got 3 fighters, 3 tanks, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll take a red ship, leaving 4 left. All right. So we'll do 5 and 4. Here's 5. Oh, for the love of Pete. Good night. That goes that for infantry. All right, so that leaves me down to 1 infantry at 1. 2 twos. I got a tank, 3 fighters, 3 tacks. All right, I need 4 hits. Thank you. All right, that battle is now over. And unless by some miracle they get 4 hits back, Japan will be in control of that space. All right, 4 twos. 1. All right, thank you. Thanks for participating. All right, so the good news is, if it was just this one space, that would be a problem, but I've got 3 along the front here, so he can't really hit more than 1 or 2. I mean, that would be a stretch, all those 1s. Well, he does have this cavalry now, so yippee. Yippee-ki-yay. All right, I almost went there. So, let's refocus here. And let's land some planes, shall we? All right, heading back to Korea is 2 fighters, 2 tacks. And these 2, you know, we're going to put them down here in the country or territory I do not, will remain nameless because I don't want to say it. All right, so that would be 1, 2. So that is good. This isn't worth anything. I'll leave that alone. All right, so yeah, we did that battle. All right, so these have 1 left there going back to Anhui. Get that marker off. I've got 3 left on this fighter and tack. And we are also going to Anhui. All right, so I've got 2 left on the other fighter and tack, and they're in Hunan, so we're going to come out to the coast in case I need to catch those with a carrier. The bomber has 5 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but I didn't buy 2 infantry, did I? Yeah, I did, but I'm putting them in different places. So there's no need to have him that far back. We'll leave him up here with all these other guys. All right, the last 2 planes are the planes in Hong Kong. And they have 3 movements left. So we're going to move the carrier here. They're going to come off here. 1, 2, 3. Land on the carrier, please. I know it's not right with that green one on the carrier. Let's change him out for a white one. There we go. That looks better. He belongs on land anyway. All right, so planes are landed. These ships are going to come down here because there is no threats in the South Pacific. All right, so I think that battleship's enough there, but let's give it, just in case, a cruiser. I should have brought that cruiser and did a bombard and used those planes somewhere else. All right, well, it is what it is. So that cruiser came from the Sea of Japan. I just realized you couldn't see that. What else do we got? We're going to move this transport into Sea Zone 6. And this sub from 6 is going to go down to Sea Zone 20. So, what else? Oh, in Jehol, I've got a walk-on of these 2 guys into Charhar, infantry artillery. That leaves, the only thing that hasn't moved is this guy. Oh no, this air transport here. This bomber's taking 2 guys to Anhui. And it'll be an air transport there, but it's leaving 2 more guys in Anhui. And And let's straighten them up where they belong. All right, I think that's it. Got my markers picked up. Let's go on to placing some units. Well, let's count up our dough here. From Russia, we're stealing 1, 2, 3. So we're taking $3 from Russia. So let's move Japan up 3 and Russia down 3. All right, from China, we're taking 1, 2. So 2 up for Japan, 2 down for China. All right, so in the south, from Britain, you can see we're taking 3 from Hong Kong and 2 for Borneo. I really wish that was 4 to punish Britain. So Britain goes down 5, Japan goes up 5. All right, so that puts Britain and Russia down to 32. Japan is at 41. So if we're going to look at the money, it's going to change here. Actually, I don't need to put that there because I think we're rolling the die to see what we pay next time. So they have $41. All right, 41 on the IPC chart. They have 10 national objective for not being at war with the U.S., and then they have another 3 for having Borneo. And looking around, now we're ready to place our units. All right, and the factory is going in a standard spot here in Jiangsu or Shanghai, however you want to. I always prefer Shanghai because I know where stuff is city-wise. All right, so in Japan is, oh, I did forget to move something. Japan, you know, no, I'm not, because I'm going to use it on that transport next turn. In Japan, which, doggone it, good to see that, I put the infantry, artillery, and then in the C zone, that transport. So, what, oh yeah, these last 3 units go here in Manchuria in the factory, which is a tank, infantry, artillery, and that AA guns is staying put. There is no air threat in the east here. All right, so now that I remember the recap, let's take a peek at what we got here. All right, in Saka, and this is really hard to read upside down. Infantry, artillery, Varianta, a infantry, artillery, tank, Ultra Bourbana was something. Mongolia, 1 infantry. Central Mongolia, I like that one. We've got a artillery and a mech. The territory that will remain nameless. There it is if you want to read it yourself. Fighter, attack. Manchuria, tank, artillery, infantry, and an aircraft gun. Korea, 1 infantry, 2 fighters, 2 tanks. C Zone 6, 2 carriers, 2 transports, 2 destroyers, 1 battleship. Japan, 3 anti-aircraft, 2 infantry, 1 artillery. Iwo Jima, 1 lone dude. Carolinas, 2 dudes, anti-aircraft gun. Palau, 1 infantry, C Zone 45, 1 sub. Borneo, 1 infantry, C Zone 30, no, it's not 34, I'm upside down. 43, C Zone 43. Destroyer, cruiser, carrier, transport, 2 fighters. C Zone 20, battleship, transport, cruiser, sub. Hong Kong, which is, I guess, Kwangtung, 1 artillery. King, Jiangsu, 1 fighter, 1 tac. Hunan, 1 artillery, 1 infantry. Anhui, we got 2 fighters, 2 tacs, 4 infantry, 1 artillery. Hope, 2 infantry. Charhar, 1 infantry, 1 artillery. And that's a wrap. All right. Thanks for watching. And up next will be the U.S.